Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Wrestling Through the Years podcast. I'm the armchair QB Dizzle, and I'm here with the beard who runs the place, Doug.
The beard who runs the place?
I mean, AJ Styles is retiring this weekend. I'm running out of intros at this point.
Yeah. Oh,
he's not retiring this weekend. Let's get it right.
I hope not. AJ's my favorite wrestler.
Nobody wants him to retire. The only person that probably wants him to retire is probably his wife. And we don't even know that for sure. I mean, they've been married 25 years.
Let's be honest. This is probably one of the best setups. Well, let me finish the introduction first. The man that puts the E in everybody is here to see him. Eric's here.
What's up?
And we got C Money, Plymouth in the
building. Yo.
All right.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yes. But back to, by the way, did that ever get made into a short?
I didn't see it.
No.
I think, well,
because that was
we put Eric in charge. Of course, he didn't do what we wanted.
Because that was stop it. But that was my favorite moment of the episode last week, and I had a couple people that watched me that watched our show that texted me. It was like, "What the?" That were laughing so hard.
I'm glad to be entertainment for people. And
that's the fucked up part. Is the most entertaining part of our show is you falling asleep because we're so boring. That's the worst of all. But no, it's funny. I mean, we all work.
Well, you said the words Drew McIntyre. Of course, it's going to play anybody sleep.
He's the world champion, Clint.
I forgot he was the world champion.
See, my point exactly.
All right. Now, back to our point on AJ Styles. I think this is probably one of the best setups to ever for a retirement match, to be honest. Besides like Shawn and HBK, Shawn and Undertaker from that after WrestleMania 26, I believe it was, that retirement angle. But this one, I think it's one of the better setup ones of all time because nobody really knows. It kind of seems like he's going to retire, but it's also set up in a way that it's like maybe he won't.
Well, I mean, Nakamura kind of screwed it up.
But that could be part of it.
Well, he screwed it up, and I'm not going to make the next joke that's actually in my head. But because he screwed it up, I bet you WWE went to AJ and just like, since he already kind of blew it, can we like hold off like another? Because AJ's contract is up in February. February, by the way, which starts on Sunday. But they might try to get him to, hold off for a couple of weeks because of what Nakamura did.
I don't think it's that. I don't think they give a shit about that too. They just made him delete it and said, fuck off. I honestly think that he might have threw that in there to throw people off.
Yeah.
Because it may be a plan all along for that not to happen. Get rid of the logo, Eric. It's covering, I mean, even though that head should be covered. We got to see.
I'll put it on my side. So it can cover me.
That's just good. There you go.
It doesn't even cover it doesn't cover your face because you're not on that side. Like that's the disadvantage of having two people on the camera.
Well, I wanted to do this in different rooms, but you insisted.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
That's what he said.
Anyway.
I think this ended the stream. this retire.
I'm getting insulted. Of course, I'm going to end this.
I like this retirement angle. I think they're going into it smart because people are like genuinely like think that he might not lose. Like people are rooting for him. He's going to be the biggest babyface in that building probably, and it's going to be AJ's fight for the survival of his career. And most likely Gunther's going to tap his ass out, and I'm going to fucking cry. But it's still that could be what happens too. This could go truly either way, and that's exciting. And you don't get that with a lot of retirement angles.
No.
You knew Cena was done. The great thing, and back to like, and this is Wrestling Through the Years, and Doug kind of represents the territories, even though he's only like, I mean, he's old, but he represents the territories.
Eric's a year older than me, right?
Okay, I guess I'm the youngest one here.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that the territories and the loser leaves town match.
Yeah. Yep. Which usually back in those days, loser leaves town, a guy would normally come back under a mask. Dusty did it as a Midnight Rider. JYD did it as Uh,
Throwing off the point though. The point is a loser leaves town match does great business.
yeah,
It's a big buildup, and it's something that people are excited to see. And I think they're doing a great job with this one because people genuinely think that AJ might get Gunther, and they don't want him to leave. Because let's be honest, AJ Styles' final year way better than fucking Cena's final year.
yeah.
Yep.
He did some really good shit this year. He put over Logan at WrestleMania. Him and Dragon Lee were a really fun tag team. The Cena match was great that he had. And he's just been doing good. The Cody program in France and shit was, even though that's technically 2024,
Yeah.
but still, the last couple of years, AJ's been on fire, and he's been like one of the more over baby faces. Like when they go across like this, like in France, he was fucking like they shook the camera.
Yeah.
I mean, that never happened. Like people are really fucking into him now and respect him as one of the greatest to ever do it. And I've always been a huge fan, and I've always loved him since TNA. Since the early days, since like 2004. As soon as I could comprehend wrestling, I knew like what TNA was as well, and I liked AJ Styles.
Yeah.
And
Me and Doug met him.
yeah, you guys met him. Which way to hold that over my head? That's fucking.
I mean, technically, the picture was signed to you.
that's still sweet.
Yeah.
I have no idea where it is, but so I'm a piece for that. But he's one of the greatest. He is, like they say, he's this generation's Shawn Michaels. I can't really argue against it, to be honest. I do think he's, if you're going to say Shawn's the best performers of the 90s, AJ took away the 2000s.
Yeah. The night we met AJ Styles was the same night I looked at Peter Rosenberg and said, "Who the hell are you?"
There's no problem with that, though.
Yeah.
That guy is a schlub.
Like, because again, legit, I had no idea who he was, and Eric's brother was fanboying over the whole thing, and he caught Rosenberg's attention. Rosenberg shakes all of our hands, and my first thought was to do that. Oh, first handful of shit I've had all day shtick that Grandpa used to do.
You should have did that.
I thought about it, but then I just looked at him and I said, "Who the hell are you?" And he just looks at me. And I'm just like, because legit, I had no idea who the hell he was.
Well, he was, because at the time, and by the way, I would have nut tapped you if I was there, because I grew up fucking listening to on YouTube and shit, watching Hot 97, because I'm a huge rap fan, or at least I was back in the day. I really, growing up, I loved hip hop. So
this was 2015, so I had no clue.
Yeah, I knew Rosenberg well in the Ebro show with him and Laura Stiles and all them. I watched The Breakfast Club a lot, and I watched Hot 97, and that's where I would get my hip hop interviews and stuff. Yep. So if I saw, and I knew Rosenberg was in the, because I saw the video of him. Even like when I was a kid, I saw the video of him like asking Vince McMahon for a job when he interviewed him that one time and stuff. But so I knew who he was, and I was never like Rosenberg. I didn't fucking have a picture of Peter fucking Rosenberg on my wall or nothing. But I did know who he was, and I knew him as a hip hop D. Obviously, you did not. I mean, you're.
Oh yeah, what about me? Screams hip hop.
You can't hop and you break a hip if you try to. So you were. And you do like some rap music, but you're not, that's not, you're not watching Hot 97.
Yeah, by the way,
you're not going to know who Peter Rosenberg
is. I said, Eric's brother wanted to punch me in the face.
Yeah.
Because he was just like, how can you be so rude? It's like, because nobody told me who the fuck the guy was.
Although poor Peter, he really is the journalist in both hip hop and wrestling that just nobody ever respected. Whenever he's got a hot take, everybody shits on him for it. No one's ever really, because he always goes like kind of with the flow, and he's one of those journalists. There's nothing. I think you did the right thing, because I think he's a schlub, and I don't think he should really cover either. I mean, I think he's more versed on hip hop than he actually is on wrestling, because I think he's an idiot when it comes to wrestling.
I mean, and that's like one of the things. Like I said, Eric's brother wanted to punch me in the face. He goes, "You're being so rude." It's like, well, tell me who the fuck the guy is. Like, this guy just comes up and shakes my fucking hand. It's like, how the hell am I supposed to know who he is? And then fucking Eric's just standing there, like, because Eric had no clue either. But Eric's not going to disobey his brother. Even though Eric's like 9 years older.
At the time, he drove me everywhere. He drove driver.
Yeah, that's why Eric was just sat there, and it was just because, again, Eric had no clue who he was either, I don't think. And then But yeah, Eric's brother was just like super embarrassed, and I was just like, "What do you want me to tell you? I don't know who the fuck the guy is. You didn't clue me in. You just said, hey, Rosenberg, I enjoy your podcast.' For a while, I knew he was a lawyer who also part-time owned a deli.
Yeah, he was
a
an
name like
he was an
Rosenberg.
internet personality that's fucking and like a radio DJ when radio like the last few years where that meant something.
Yeah,
and he interviewed the biggest names, Jay-Z, like everybody, Nicki Minaj. He had a beef with Nicki Minaj. I remember that as a kid because he said something bad.
I
about
put
her.
money on her.
Oh, she would kick his ass any day of the week. But he is one of those guys that gets shit on a lot because he very much and especially with WWE, all he does is shit on AEW and fucking blows the AEW hammer. Misty. But he is he's kind of a shill. But that's the most we'll give on Rosenberg. AJ Styles, that'll be a good retirement match. Let's get into the topic.
Do you think
no, shush. Let's get into the topic that we're actually going. The Heart Attack Tour. I haven't said that. We're 11 minutes in. I haven't said the title of the video, Doc. I'll let you go now. But the Heart Attack Tour, the main event is actually Jacques Rougeau, which is insane.
Yeah.
But we have The Undertaker and Yoko in a casket match, and not the one you're thinking of.
No, not the Survivor Series one. But like I was going to say, do you think that somehow if AJ is truly going to retire tomorrow, do you think that somehow they'll let that be the main event and give him a send-off at the end?
No.
No. Sadly to say, I don't think so.
I want them to, but no. They won't make that the main event. I mean, it's a Royal Rumble card. You're not going to make just a singles issue, even though I think it's a cool idea.
Well, I mean, they let it happen. They've let it happen for title matches before. They let it happen. They let the Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens a couple years ago be the main event just so they could do the Sammy Babyface turn.
Yeah, but they've never done a singles issue with no belt on the line. Have they?
Not that I know of.
Because I know like the casket match with HBK and Taker, and because that went on last, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to a singles match going on last, and honestly, that would be a cool one. But also, that's a giveaway. Hey, this guy's probably going to retire because they're not going to have him beat Gunther in the main event.
Yeah,
because that doesn't.
I would.
Plus, Gunther technically is scheduled to do double duty, so
I think honestly, it should open up the card and be a fucking banger. Because I don't want it after a Rumble because the crowd's going to be dead, and AJ deserves a full crowd for his last match. That's exciting.
Well, I believe the Women's Royal Rumble is going to kick off like it always does. I think ESPN kind of blew the Men's Royal Rumble yesterday.
What do you mean?
Oh, you didn't watch Seth Rollins' interview on First Take?
Yeah, he thinks he's going to come in.
Yeah, and they told him, it's like, so they asked him a question, says, how do you feel knowing that you are going to win the Royal Rumble tomorrow night? Oh, so this weekend. That was a question to ask for him.
I hope he doesn't show up.
I mean, his shoulder. I mean, unless his shoulder injury is, healed faster than expected, he's not due back until April.
Yeah. Everybody
he come in, not take that many bumps, and we still win.
Just come in and poke somebody out.
I mean, it's possible that they do that. It would be extremely stupid.
At number 30.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. If it does happen that way, that's another thing I can rip you for on air tomorrow night during our cartoon show.
That's right, because the Rumble was before our show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss half of it because I'll be at work.
We're gonna set up. Eric's got an idea. We're gonna do a football pool at the end of this episode. But to start us off, before we get into the Heart Attack Tour, who's winning the Men's Rumble? Clenneth? Who's your pick?
Oh man, I might, after watching Raw, I want to go Braun Breaker.
You're not going Finn Balor?
No, I'm not going Finn Balor. Finn Balor's not in the Rumble.
Right. He's going to show
He's
up.
not. He was clear that there's no room after his title match at Raw 2 weeks ago. Cost him and his slot was given away for him. So no.
You know he's going to fucking attack Kit Wilson or something and get in the
Well, and plus Rey Mysterio's hurt.
I'm still saying that Finn Balor's not winning the Rumble.
I mean, that's fair. I think Clint is on the right side of history. On that.
Yeah.
But who's your pick?
Braun Breaker.
Eric?
How can you not go anybody but Braun? I went Braun Breaker.
I think
I
there's
can't
so
pick
many
anybody.
options.
Yeah.
If we're doing a pool, we can't all pick the same guy, you twit.
Well, this isn't the pool.
Oh.
This is just a prediction.
Oh.
You
Who's
said a
gonna be
football
number-
pool. Thank you very much.
The pool at the end that we're going to do is his number thing.
Oh.
Where we
By the way, you did say football.
Huh?
You said football pool.
So?
Clint pointed it out.
Okay. Well, thanks for fucking putting the stamp on it. I think we all knew what I meant.
Yeah.
Well,
I know
no,
what
I
you
did
meant.
not know because I actually really thought you meant football. So there.
I would have said Super Bowl if it was a Super Bowl pool.
Well, football, Super Bowl,
We're on
same
the
game.
wrestling show. Why would I say? Okay.
I'm not the only one that corrects you.
You can both fall asleep. Me and Eric can do no.
Oh, I will gladly fall asleep. But this show
He
put me to
hated
sleep.
this show.
Yes, I really did.
Listen, they were bitching about the commentary when I joined the call.
Yeah.
I like that they didn't have commentary.
No.
You don't
We'll get
need
into that.
what
Yes, you do.
You
Yes,
really
yes, you
wanted
do.
Vince McMahon that bad?
Huh?
You really wanted Vince that bad?
I wanted someone. I
Well,
would
Vince
have
would've been the
Real
one call.
soon. I would have took.
Me and Doug started doing commentary.
Yeah, we improvised.
Well, I'm not an improviser. Okay, my name is not Joey Styles. Okay.
Oh my god!
Thank God you're not Joey's. All right. By the way, I'm actually gonna go as far as Royal Rumble winners. I'm gonna say I'll be different and I'll say Jacob Fatu.
Fuck.
That's who you were gonna pick?
He's one of my three, but I'm going to throw out LA Knight, even though there's no way he's returning and winning. But my actual pick, because everybody thinks it's going to be Braun, I think it's going to be Logan. I think Logan Paul wins the Royal Rumble this year. They're going to swerve you with a different member of the Division winning it, and it's not going to that fat fuck.
Well, yeah, we know Heyman's not in it.
Well, tell you the truth, Cena did talk Logan and doing this full time now. So
It's full time. And this is one of the bigger superstars on the planet, and he's just been muscle and a goon for that group. He's going to want to break off on his own. What if he sees an opportunity to fucking push Braun over and he takes it? Like, I don't see him like just being a number in the Division for very much longer. They have big plans for him, and they're paying him a lot. They're not paying him that much just to be a goon.
Yeah.
He's going to end up doing something. So I think it might be here. To me, I think there's a lot more fucking options than just Breaker. I mean, Roman could still do this. Fucking Brock could do it. Fucking Cody could three-peat, even though he didn't win. He wasn't in it last year. But technically, it's his third in a row he would win that he was in.
Yeah.
Yep. Cody and Roman could go for 3. They're going for 3 to tie.
No, Roman's only won it once.
twice.
Twice.
It could be Randy. Is he in it?
Yeah, that's what Randy won it twice, not Roman.
Okay.
Roman won it.
I thought Roman won it twice.
And now Doug's going to bring up
Roman won it in 2015, the Rumble that the crowd ruined.
Hey, we deserve to ruin that. I'm sorry, but we had every right to ruin that.
It was a bad choice. He wasn't ready.
Doug make it seem like we ruined Roman's push by booing him out of the building.
No, you ruined the Royal Rumble for people to enjoy it because you wouldn't. Daniel Bryan's out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my diaper.
And
Oh
poor
my
Rey
God.
Mysterio, or was that the year before?
2014 is when they booed Rey Mysterio. Same stupid ass state, but different city.
You guys really love Daniel Bryan. He's not even from there.
It wasn't.
No,
I
he's
don't
from
even think it
Seattle.
was. It was the fact that it wasn't the fact that Dan Bryan lost. It was the fact that Roman won.
Yep.
Okay.
Gwyneth, the crowd was bitching way before. The crowd was bitching before Roman even entered the ring because Daniel Bryan got eliminated because they did that stupid spot where he fell off the apron and got eliminated. And that's when the crowd started to turn. Roman hadn't even gotten in the ring yet.
I might have to go. I might have to double check. But I doubt. My reasoning was because he won. I would have been fine with anybody.
Well, no, no. I'm just saying is that like that's like the majority. I'm not just saying you. Mainly, I'm picking on Eric.
I know. He is.
But no,
He's not
I
wrong
mean,
either.
and I understand Roman not being ready, but
And the fact, and then let's put it this way: the fact that you brung The Rock out too to try to do that so-called Bush's cousin over really wasn't enough. Because it started the whole Roman Brock WrestleMania trilogy saga, whatever you want to call it, rivalry.
and my feeling is that if it would have been another city, like the crowd I think would have forgiven, would have gotten it over, and the Rock thing would have been fine. But because it was Philadelphia, full of smart fans, with all IQs of 15, they're just like, oh, they're not gonna let them
So what are you trying to call fans of other states then?
I think
IQ level.
New York would have booed too.
Huh?
I think New York would have booed too.
New York would have booed, Chicago would have booed, Philadelphia would have booed.
Yeah.
Because
And New Jersey.
all those people usually show up drunk.
So you hate the East.
Yes.
So you're on Tupac's side.
Wait, Tupac was West Side?
Yeah, and Biggie was East.
Anyway.
All right. The women's rumble. We didn't even get to the chin. I don't know if the heart attack tour is going to get covered tonight, but which I know Clintus will be happy if it doesn't.
Clintus just like, keep screwing around. We know that you're playing.
I think the women's rumble has more options even. There's a lot of front runners for this. I think Liv Morgan seems like a big one for people, but
if Bianca's in it, she's winning.
That's a good choice too.
But Liv did bring up a point earlier today, which I have to kind of agree with.
What'd you say?
Liv did bring up a point today, which I do have to kind of agree with.
Yeah, what did she say?
She does have a good record in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, that's true.
She beat beat Becky for the women's world title, Nia Jax for the first ever Crown Jewels championship in Saudi.
She's the Saudi Arabian queen.
I mean, when it comes to Liv Morgan, every time Liv Morgan is brought up, a lot of pointy things come up. But anyway,
not in Saudi Arabia, not in the fucking parka they're going to put her in.
Oh my god!
And her fucking Power Ranger.
How much do you want to bet that all the women that are going to be in the Rumble tomorrow all say, "Hey, we'll do 15 minutes at the most. We're not staying in an hour in fucking bodysuits when it's 135 degrees outside."
Hey, look at Nikki Bella. What she had to wear. Can you picture Nikki Bella wearing something like that? What she's wearing tomorrow?
That's a good point. Hopefully she doesn't bust out of it.
Her or Tiffany Stratton.
I think she'll get arrested if she does. I don't know how that works.
Either arrested or beheaded.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Well, hopefully the outfits stay on. But it's the wrong time for a wardrobe malfunction. The men can show us any skin. They can strip R-Truth naked if they want to.
Anyway,
who's our picks? I'll go first.
R-Truth.
I already went first. I already said Bianca Belair.
R-Truth was in one women's match. He'll be in the next one.
I'm going Charlotte.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, come on. Why Charlotte? Explain to me why Charlotte.
I just think
he's trying to make up for the fact that he pissed off Ric Flair fans earlier in the group.
Oh, why?
He said
I don't want Charlotte to win, but I have a feeling
He said that or somebody put a thing, rate Ric Flair on a scale of 1 to 10 or something, and this one said 5.
What?
5. I was well. He said, "Hey, 5 is better." I would have said 2. So there.
Now he's a 2, but no, he's the greatest. I mean, now that he's getting drunk and doing planks and bar floors and stuff and being a weirdo, but I mean, back in the day, he's the greatest of all time.
I wouldn't say greatest. I would have gave him a 7 back to what I was watching him.
Ric Flair has always been good. Even when he was old as dust, he was good.
Nah.
I think he was good at WWE up until the retirement. He was good up until TNA. He was good.
Yeah.
And he was steadily good. He's got one of the best retirement matches ever, even though he didn't stay retired.
Yeah. Because Hulk Hogan's just like, come on, brother, we got one more match in us.
There's 200 people out there. Let's entertain. Who wants to end their career at WrestleMania when you can end it against Matt Hardy in TNA? No offense to Matt, but
I would have picked Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah, I mean, Flair's not everybody's cup of tea, especially now.
No,
but I like him. All right, the Heart Attack Tour. Did we all pick a woman? I don't even know if I picked a lady to win.
I thought you did.
See, I don't know. I might. It's hard for me. I mean, if Tiffany returned, I'll say Tiffany. But knowing everybody's in there, I might have to go with Liv Morgan. Judgment Day all the way.
I'm gonna go with Raquel. I think they're gonna give Raquel the Diesel spot though, the Kane spot. I think Raquel's gonna eliminate a bunch of chicks tomorrow.
Well, how could Raquel win when she had a title match tomorrow night and on Monday night?
That's a great point.
So why would she be in the Rumble?
She's going to be in it, though, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean, they did announce her as being in it,
and I think she's going to get a lot of elimination. She's not going to win. I'll say Jordan Grace. She's got the thing with Jade. It'd be a big moment for her just showing up.
Yeah,
they're not going to do it, but that's my hot take, Jordan Grace.
Yep.
All right. The Heart Attack Tour.
All right.
Take us through the first match, Doug.
The first match was Adam Bomb taking on Quang. Now, main event anywhere on an episode of Wrestling Challenge. So basically, this was kind of like this has been a feud that had been going on for a while. They were both managed by Harvey Whippleman at one time, and during a King of the Ring qualifier in May or June, Quang accidentally spit his green mist in the face of Adam Bomb, causing a disqualification, and Adam Bomb getting eliminated from the tournament. Adam Bomb then dumped Harvey Whippleman as his manager. Him and Quang had been at odds ever since, and that's kind of the build up, and they had been working the house show circuit. Basically, what this was just a house show. But the big caveat was this was supposed to be Jacques Rougeau's retirement match.
Yeah.
So that was like the whole spiel. That's why he got the main event, because it's Montreal and he's from there, and he was supposed to get this big send off because the Rougeau family was big in Montreal. But yeah, Adam Bomb and Quang. Go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, it was my voice?
You're talking to yourself.
Yes, you just talk to yourself. We're listening.
Oh, well, anyway.
You're like, go ahead, Doug.
The voices in your head stopped you. Telling you something.
All right. So Adam Bomb and Quang, and this match, I mean, it was an okay match. The finish was kind of weird because Adam Bomb usually used a power bomb. Called the Atom Smasher, but I mean, the match was good for what it was. I mean, I don't know if that would be the opener that I would pick. If I was going to do like a hot opener, I would have 1, 2, 3 Kid out there.
Yeah. I mean, but a lot of people think Savio Vega is one of the better workers back then.
Yeah. Savio Vega, by the way, was Quang under the mask for anybody not keeping score at home.
Ah, okay. I was wondering who that was.
Yeah. So
And Adam Bond never really worked. I liked him as a part of Chronic, though.
yeah, he got better when he went to WCW.
Yeah. And then he got shittier when he went back to WWE.
Yeah.
It was a good physical match.
Yeah, and it
I give
was
it
something.
2.5.
It was something to get the crowd, kind of hyped up because they did have a feud.
The commentary was great.
Yeah. Well, that was with us.
I give it 2.5.
I give it 2.7.
I'll give it a 2.
No decimal.
Fuck you.
You know what? I'm shocked that he didn't say that towards me.
It's okay. We're an extension of each other.
Yeah. But I'll also say 2.5.
All right.
All right. Next matchup was the Bushwhackers taking on Well Done.
And just like the show was well done.
Well Done isn't the most, notoriety driven team of all. Did they only have a few matches?
Yeah, they came in 94. So they were another team managed by Harvey Whippleman. By the way, things would have held because this goes to show, like back in the day on the house show circuit, the managers did not go travel with the talent to the house shows.
Which is crazy.
I mean, Fuji and Paul Bear were there, obviously, but that's because they're part of the presentation, and Vince had to book them on the houses.
And they got into an angle too a little bit. So
Yeah, so they had to do that.
yeah,
But like Harvey Whippleman, because by the way, like the feud between the Bushwhackers and Well Done was started between Harvey Whippleman and Howard Finkel.
yeah.
Harvey and Howard were feuding, and Well Done was the team that Harvey managed. So Howard started hanging out with the Bushwhackers, because why not? And Bushwhackers are my all-time favorite tag team, or one of them. But this match, like you could tell, they were still over.
Yeah,
They couldn't work that much though.
Not anymore. Like the work rate had just gotten bad, but they were still so over with the crowd that Vince is just like, fuck Bell. Like, I mean, they basically stayed with the company until 1996 because they were good ambassadors.
Yeah, I mean, they were hilarious characters.
Yeah.
They just obviously weren't going to fit in with the attitude. But
No, that's why Vince had to get rid of them. I think at one point,
can you imagine them licking Mae Young?
I think at one point they actually did something in ECW.
That's awesome.
I might have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure Bushwhacker Luke dressed up as I'm pretty sure at one point they dressed up as Dudleys.
That's amazing.
I would have to look it up though.
I have to see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This match was, a mediocre tag match. It was fun to see the Bushwhackers and people were into them, but I'm just going to give it a 2.
I give it 1.5.
Gonna give it a 2.
I'm also going to give it a 2.
All right.
I can't be too disrespectful towards Luke and Butch.
What's the next one?
Next one was for the Intercontinental title. It was Razor Ramon versus Jeff Jarrett, which was this match actually was probably one of the best ones on the card.
It was the best wrestled match on the card for sure.
It was.
This one, like we were watching it, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is it's all right." And then when this came on, it's like, "Oh, they're really going at it." And you could tell, like Razor, you could tell he saw something in Jeff because he was really trying to make him look good throughout too.
And by the way, I will say that when with a lot of these matches and how like kind of short they were, there's no reason why this should not have been a television special.
Yeah,
even if it was just televised on like the TV in Canada. You could have had like an announce team do the show.
Well, I was expecting when you went insurrection type of thing or rebellion. That's what I was when I first saw how long it was. I was like, oh, this must have been like an insurrection type of stuff. No. So yes.
But I mean, there's no reason why this could not have been a television special because the matches were paced well. They were basically paced like they were going to put it on TV.
Yeah. It felt like a TV show, but not just no commentary.
Yeah. So, but this match, so Razor and Jeff were about a month away. They were going to be on opposing Survivor Series teams. And they were kind of feuding over the Intercontinental title at the time. This is before Jeff defeated Razor for the title at the 1995 Royal Rumble. But this was, up to that point, this was probably the best match.
Yeah, this is a match that needed commentary because you wanted the story. You wanted to hear.
Well, you should have been in the room with Dangle and I.
Oh my God! Here we go. Look, man, we don't want to play in your room, all right?
I'm saying we
That's
did commentary during the match.
Yeah, I know, and he's making fun of us for it. He's saying we're playing like toddlers.
Why do you have to be so mean? Mean.
Look over your ball
I'm gonna
sticking
act like a
head, all
toddler.
right?
I'll act like a toddler.
You told me to go fuck myself earlier. Now I'm getting. So, I understand why you wouldn't want to play with this. It's okay.
I don't share my toys that well.
I remember I punched a kid in the face when I was little because he tried to take my wrestlers. In pre-K.
I remember somebody taking my old WWF squirt head, which is actually, it was either Marty Jannetty or one of the Bushwhackers. I had those old WWF squirt heads that came out in 1991, and I took them to preschool. Like, I had the whole set.
Yeah.
And a kid actually took one and went and put it in his backpack, and I followed him. I said, dude, that's mine. Give it back. And he's like, no. I said, dude, that's mine. Give it back or I'll tell on you. You know what he did?
What?
He put my head through the wall.
That was way
Well,
different. Did you get your thing back, or did
Yeah,
you just
no,
take-
I got it. I'm pretty sure I got it back because you know, I did what any mature 4-year-old would do. I told my mommy.
Snitch. So you got your ass kicked. You got your head put through a wall.
Yeah, and by the way, in first grade, the guy ended up being one of my best friends.
All right. I'm going to give this match a 4-5 because I think it was really solid. Count out kind of takes it out a little bit, but I like the angle afterwards where Jeff like challenged him to come back.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Which is
how
Which is how he did they did the 95 Rumble too, except for Jarrett ended up winning the title there.
Yeah.
But
I'll give it a 4 too.
I'm going to give it a 3.
I'm going to give it a 4.
What the hell are we doing? All right.
Clintus said we were toddlers, so I'm acting like a toddler.
All you need is a pacifier and a bib.
Sometimes I feel like I do need a bib when I'm eating.
And sometimes I think you need a pacifier when you're talking.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but that felt good. What's the next match, Bob?
The next match is actually Diesel taking on Sione of the Head Shrinkers. Barbarian for all you old school fans out there.
Sione and Diesel. Which Diesel was over like Rover.
Oh, and he was still a heel.
Yeah.
And he pulled the heel move that he was not going to come out first. He wanted to come out
yeah,
last.
I was wondering what happened there.
Sione worked like a heel, though.
Oh, Barbarian has been working like a heel his entire career. He gets brought in as a baby face. He probably did not know why.
Like he hit him before the bell and everything.
Yeah, like fucking, like this guy, the Barbarian, has been working, you know, already, I think like 15 plus years in the business. He had been working as a heel since he started. This was the only time he had ever been a babyface. I guarantee you he did not like it. So, of course he's going to work heel because that's what he knows.
Exactly. And he was Diesel was one half of the tag team champions, right?
Yeah, him and Sean. By the way, they beat the Head Shrinkers for the belts, but that was Fatu and Samu, and then Samu left, and Vince didn't think he could do anything else with Fatu at the time, so they had to bring in another head shrinker, and Barb was looking for a job. So, and this also was around the time in '94 where you didn't exist under another gimmick.
Okay.
So that's why they brought him in as Sione. Because they're like, oh yeah, he wasn't the Barbarian before, even though it was only like 2 years prior. He's Sione, a newcomer to the World Wrestling Federation. Because they expected the fans to have like short-term memory loss.
Well, you gotta realize there was no social media.
Oh yeah,
you can't get away with it.
Well, a lot of times they could get away with it, like especially with the younger audience, who are just like, how the hell are we?
Yeah.
But then you have guys like, you know, in WCW, you have guys like Mike Tenay. It's like, oh yeah, years ago, this guy was part of the, like when Conan came in '96, he's just like, oh yeah, he was part of the World Wrestling Federation 3 years ago. It's like, what?
This match was pretty good for a big man match, but Sione did not want to fucking sell at all for Big D's. And it was like he like as soon as he pinned him, he like fucking rolled over. He's like, "Oh, I didn't really lose." And it's like I hate it when people do that.
He takes the power bomb and he gets right the fuck back up.
And like I hate like Hogan. I can always understand because it's Hogan, but him and fucking Scott Norwood can eat ass when it comes to that shit.
Yeah.
That was his name, right? Scott Norwood.
Scott Norton. Norwood was the Buffalo Bills kicker who went wide right.
Oh shit! My bad. He's got enough shit.
See, he sold.
Yeah, he did
because he sold the disappointment that the entire city felt when he fucked up,
which we're still feeling, and we can't stop feeling for some reason.
Yeah. He was probably a fan of this podcast, so he just brought his name up.
He's like, I thought the one people that didn't know.
Yeah. By the way, he was a big fixture. If you've ever seen The Four Falls of Buffalo, which was an NFL film special on NFL Network a number of years ago, very well done, but God, it was depressing.
Yeah.
You know, I felt like I was watching the Titanic. But
that's being a Bills fan.
Yeah.
Remember when you guys used to feel like that before you became like everybody else? A fucking dynasty?
Yeah.
Now you win one game in the regular season and you guys come to work like, it's over. It's like, shut the fuck up. You guys have 2 Super Bowls and you went to 3 in the past 5-6 years?
Yeah.
10 years, 2 Super Bowls in 10 years altogether in the last decade.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
We're spoiled.
We still get to bitch.
Yeah.
Well, technically, the only thing you can say though is that the Eagles was not on that Super Bowl losing streak.
Yeah, they're a better team. That's my point. They're a better franchise.
But I'm just saying, when you guys lost, all your Super Bowl losses came to NFC East teams. 2 to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
1 in the Redskins and the Giants.
The 1 year ever that the Commanders were good.
Yeah.
Except for they had 3 other Super Bowl titles in the 2 or 3 other Super Bowl titles in the 80s.
Well, that was with Theismann, right? Whatever the fuck his name was.
No, it was Doug Williams, I think, in both those years.
He was a beast too.
Theismann, they got to the Super Bowl, but I think that was the year he broke his leg in half.
Because I liked him.
Yeah, he was good. I liked him as a commentator.
But yeah, we blow.
Speaking of blow, Sione's selling blue.
Yeah, this match gets a 2 for me because he really bogs it down.
Yeah, like he was just like, I took the power bomb.
It's the biggest, like, nastiest dude in the company, and you can't make him look good. What the fuck?
Okay. So I want to really state this reason why I say I need commentary, because it's hard for me to pay attention to shows like this, especially if I have no background, no one, and all I hear is a guy just announcing people. So you go by, okay, how's the commentary? And besides the crowd reaction, how it's coming, and the crowd reaction to a lot of these matches kept me in it. But the overall
That's insane.
of not knowing what the story is, what's going on, why are these guys at stage? And Doug, it looks like why you had to look on your face, Doug?
I'm listening to what you're saying.
I've never seen somebody want Vince McMahon so bad. And
Well, it's not the fact I want Vincent Man. I just need a count. It could be a random pop.
That's what you're getting. You're getting Vince. You're not getting JR yet. You're not getting fucking.
Yeah, JR was serving a sentence in Smoky Mountain at the time.
Yeah, you're not getting fucking Sione off the top, slap it out. You're getting fucking Vince McMahon.
It could have been like a superstar team or whatnot, or whatever.
I just need some voices.
I can understand his point of view when he's saying, you need comment because you need to know what the backstory is. Because technically, he was not going to know what the backstory to each match was until I start spouting off about it on the show.
Yeah, we've all gone to live wrestling, though. It's the same thing.
All right, so you want to know what? I remember my live wrestling event. That's what I realized. My first house show. This was my feeling of my first house show I ever went to.
Okay. Do you feel that way at the pay-per-views? Like, did you feel that way at WrestleMania 40, or did you know enough of the build-up that it didn't matter?
Well, so this one, that's exactly how I realized that. This is the commentary is really for TV only type of thing. That's how I learned. I learned the hard way. My first house show, I learned the hard way.
Well, you thought they were on microphones in the building?
Yes, I really did.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know what? It's funny. So
I think a lot of people do though at first.
I did.
Yeah, I did as a kid too.
Yeah, I
was a kid, so I was expecting some sort of, and I'm like, but at the same time, you're a kid watching your favorite wrestler, but you don't really care. But when you're our age, when you grow up now and you're watching this, it's like, okay, you know the difference, what's behind the scenes, what's not, what to expect when you're going to a live show, why people bring AirPods and stuff while they're watching them live so they can hear what's going on.
I remember I went to a television taping. I was 6 years old. I went to a Wrestling Challenge TV taping, and I knew it was television. I knew it was going to be a television taping because you could see the cameras. And I remember just being in the crowd, and I'm expecting to hear like something in the audience. Like I'm expecting to hear like microphones coming out of the speakers.
Yeah.
Now again, I'm 6, so I'm extremely stupid. But I'm expecting this, and I'm just like, why can't I hear the announcers? And my dad looked at me and says, well, the announcers, we're not going to be able to hear them. He goes, you'll hear them when we're able to watch it on TV, but you can't hear them. You can't hear them live. And I'm like, really? And then I remember going to a football game a couple years after this, and I'm expecting to hear the commentators for the football game. All I could hear is like the stuff that was announced on the live speaker.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why can't you hear the commentators? And my dad goes, that's for TV only. So it took a while to kind of comprehend that. It's just like, okay, the announcers are there to explain everything to the audience or to the TV audience. But you have to know enough in your head while watching this live. You have to be well equipped enough to kind of like follow it on your own.
Yep.
Which is hard to do at a young age.
Yeah.
I can do it now.
Yeah, but I mean, to me, especially like live, I love wrestling, so I can just watch a match and enjoy the match.
Yeah. So you can, like, around this time now, you can go to a show and expect this type of atmosphere because either fans are going to really tell you the truth, or you're going to run into someone and they're going to look at you and they're like, why? And they're going to, if you're in around a nice group of people who's not going to boo the crowd or get kicked out. Yeah.
I get what you guys are saying, but also to me, it's like I think we're making it a little too complicated when it comes to the story and stuff. Especially nowadays, what are the buildups to some of these things? Like, oh, fucking, this guy said something mean to him in the ring the other day, and now they're having a match. Like, I mean, to me, it's fun cheering with the crowd and booing and stuff like
Oh,
that. That's what
yeah. All right. Let's put it like Exodus when you go back 80s, and then you go to one of those Raw episodes. You wondering why your champion you saw last week doesn't have the title, and you're finally getting it back or getting a rematch because he lost it overseas or at a house show.
Yeah. They hardly do that. I mean, AJ Styles was the last one to do that, right?
At a house show?
Didn't he win the world title at a house show, or was it the U.S. title?
The U.S. title is what he won at the house show, and then he accidentally dropped it back to Kevin Owens, and then they had to give it back to him. But yeah, no, I mean, I can understand. I mean, I see both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've been on both sides of the fence.
All right. Did we give this a rating? We already gave it a rating, right?
I give it 2.
1.
Yes, I will give it a 1-2 because to tell you the truth, I was like watching this match while I was at work doing the cash office, and I did get hyped when I heard Diesel come out, and then taking my time doing my paperwork and looking at this trash performance was really awful. So 1, yeah.
All right. I give it a 2. What's next, Doug?
IRS taking on Bob Sparkplug Holly.
Oh, Jesus.
They did not have a feud at the time. Neither one of them were going to be at the Survivor Series. This was basically just a match that features a member of the $1 Million Corporation taking on a mid-card babyface.
Last minute throw-in?
Huh?
Was this a last minute throw-in?
It might have
It
been.
looked like it.
Yeah. Because like there was no story here. There no story, which doesn't really help things. I mean, if you really wanted to do something, like you could have had Lex Luger take on Tatanka, because that was a big feud at the time.
Yeah.
But they gave us this match, and I like both guys, but this match was just like, okay. And you could kind of tell that the crowd was just kind of like, yeah.
Well, it was a bathroom break. This is a true bathroom break for a house show, right here.
Yep, I'll give it a 1.
Yeah, and you know, you're absolutely right on that. I mean, both guys could work.
Yeah,
but it's just like when there's not really a story that is being told on TV, and it's just two guys kind of getting thrown together. So yeah, I give this match a 2.
I give it a 1.
I give it a 1.
Yeah,
and I'll give it a 1 too. See, Doug, you're a nice person.
All right, what's next?
All right. Next is the World Wrestling Federation title match. Bret Hart taking on Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Which was weird hearing the same theme song, but Bret sounding louder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the main reasons why Bret had to go to a more enhanced version of that song is because Anvil was coming back.
Yeah. It was cool seeing 2 Canadians and 2 buddies going at it. They had a fun match. And then this probably was right up there with Jarrett and Scott Hall for a really well wrestled match.
Yeah. And
because Bret can't put on a bad match.
And Jarrett getting involved, and it's just like, wait a minute. Owen lives like fucking how many hours away? He couldn't fucking get involved. It's like, we can't get Owen. He's working. Instead, he's working houses in Muskogee, which is in Oklahoma, I think. And so we have to have Jarrett.
That's funny.
I didn't understand why he interfered. I get.
Well, you could kind of make the correlation that, okay, they're going to be on the same Survivor Series team.
Okay.
All right. But this match, obviously, there's history. They're brothers-in-law. They were former tag team partners. Neidhart had kind of turned on Brett so he could side with Owen. So, there was a good story here.
Yeah.
And it was a really good match. And they kept Neidhart pretty well protected by only having him lose via the roll up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
True.
but see, this is a match to where, like, if you know the story, so it's just like, okay, it's easy to get invested in this match.
Yeah.
Exactly. I give it a 4.
You could get invested in this match. Obviously, the casket match. The people in Montreal were invested in the main event. You could get invested if you know the backstory, like Razor and Jarrett, but because Razor was such an over character, you could get invested in that.
Yeah.
I give this match a 4.5.
I'm gonna go 4.5 too.
All right, I'll be nice. I'll give it a 4.
Yep, 4 too.
How gracious of you.
Yes, see, you listen. I have a nice moments.
All right, what's next?
All right, up next was the casket match between Undertaker and Yokozuna. Fuji was in Yoko's corner. Paul Bearer was in Undertaker's corner.
They got into it.
Yeah. So watching Paul Bearer take his jacket off and roll up his sleeves and go like this.
Which I will say, the one thing without commentary, it was fun at the end seeing them do the fucking urn thing with Undertaker doing the thing that he used to do back in the day. I forgot about all that shit.
Yeah.
So seeing that in a house show setting where there's really no one reacting to it but us, that was kind of cool to me.
Yeah, it was.
I thought this was a good match. I think it was on par with the Survivor Series match. I don't know if one's better than the other. I think they're both like kind of equal.
I mean,
they kind of work the same way, to be honest.
They're worked the same way. It was just more theatrical because you had Chuck Norris as the special enforcer for the Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, by the way, it was in San Antonio, Texas. So,
which, as a fellow fat guy, poor Yoko, I would always feel bad about like. Make sure this is a sturdy fucking casket. If you put my big ass in here and it collapses on live television.
Yeah.
Even though this isn't live TV, but still.
But, I mean,
it would be a fear of mine.
Yeah. It was a good precursor, though, to Survivor Series.
I always loved Yoko on top. He was one of the last, like, good fat guy, big guys.
Yeah.
And I always thought he was damn good, and he could move very good for his size. And him and Taker had pretty damn good chemistry for being.
Well, they were boys.
Dudes. Yeah. And they always put on but you would say, like, what the hell are they going to be able to do? But they always put on a good match together. So I'll give it to him. To me, this is a solid 4. I think this was a lot of fun. This house show isn't a snooze. Like, I understand the commentary thing, but there's good shit on this house show. I think Jarrett.
It just took a while to get to.
There's filler. There's like not. This is the new generation, so this era inherently sucks. But this card is actually there's some gems on it, and I think this is one of them. So I'm gonna go 4.
I'm gonna agree with you.
I'm giving it 4 too.
Yeah. You know what? I will give it a 3. I'm not gonna go 4, but I will give it a 3.
I was gonna go a notch under the crowd.
I mean, and again, it's one of those things because this probably would have benefited. Again, I still think that this was a good enough show and it was paced well enough. It was paced like a television show.
It was.
You could have had it be, even if it was just televised in Canada.
Yeah.
That's why I was expecting like an insurrection rebellion type of atmosphere. You know what I mean?
To be honest with you, I was too. And then I saw it was no commentary. And the first thing I actually thought of when I heard no commentary, I'm like, oh God, Clint is gonna bitch.
Yeah, me too.
But I was just like,
yeah, but you're a little more reserved about it.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I am.
But it's just like, but yeah, no. So I agree. Like, this should have been a special.
See, I need commentary because I felt I need to stay awake.
Rebellion 2002 is still the best one they ever did.
Yeah.
That's the triple threat, right? Oh, no. What's the Aussie one? Is that Rebellion?
That was the Global Warming Tour.
The Global Warming Tour with Triple H, Kurt, and Rock in the main event? Or Brock and Rock.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
And they did the kiss my ass match with Rikishi and Rico, and Taz is making fun of Rico the whole time, saying that he wanted the stink face. But yeah, I mean, good card. Now let's get to the main event, which is a main event anywhere in the country. Jacques Rougeau versus who?
Pierre Ouellette. By the way,
PCO.
PCO now.
And they former tag partners.
The Battle of the Quebecers. Basically, they ran an angle at like the last show that they did in Canada. The Quebecers broke up, and Jacques was going to retire. His brother Raymond was going to be in his corner. Johnny Polo, the future Raven, was in Pierre Ouellette's corner. And this match was, I mean, it was, I could have given a shit less because I do not like Jacques Rougeau.
What?
No, I do not like him at all.
I love him. The Mountie?
Hated the character, obviously, because you're supposed to, because he's a heel. But yeah, I do not like Jacques Rougeau at all. I know that's probably a hot take.
Well, I don't think he's beloved, but I think this was great because it's just like what we saw. Wrestling is like I love it when they play to an area. And just like, all right, we're going to Ireland. Finn Balor's in the main event. I love the idea of, all right, we're in fucking Quebec. We're in Montreal. Let's have Jacques Rougeau go on last when he would never go on last ever.
No, I thought it was a good idea because of where they were.
And
I'm not
hot.
Yeah,
the crowd is like they fucking had Jacques Rougeau posters and shit. They were fucking. He was hugely over.
Oh, he definitely was. I'm not saying that he wasn't. I'm just saying is that for me,
that's fine.
I could have just cared less.
That's fine. But I'm just saying, like, away from that, the crowd was really into this.
Yeah,
which is I mean, I get it. He's the hometown guy, but at least Finn Balor's like done a lot of shit. Like this guy, I like Jacques, but he like never a main eventer ever.
No.
So the fact he was in the main event, the crowd wanted him to be, and they loved him, and they weren't like after the Undertaker match.
Right. You know, a fun trivia fact in WCW back in '97, towards the end of Jacques, because Jacques was part of that amazing French Canadians team with PCO.
Yeah,
they took the gimmick there. '97, they did a house show in Montreal, and Jacques worked Hogan in the main event.
Oh, well, there you go.
And Jacques won.
Really? Hogan
put over Jacques Rougeau, non-title.
Of course. This is heel NWO Hogan?
Heel NWO Hogan. And Jacques was a heel, obviously, on TV as one of the amazing French Canadians. By the way, the team sucked. But
they weren't amazing?
No, they weren't amazing, but they were French Canadians. But Hogan realizing that Jacques, you know, was so over in Montreal, and also the fact that Jacques really didn't like losing in Montreal, Hogan's just like, all right, I can respect that. I'll put you over.
That's sick as fuck, though.
Yeah.
I'm because he gets love in Montreal.
Yeah, exactly. So Hogan knew that, and Hogan's just like, and again, I think it also had to do with the fact that
I gotta watch that episode of Nitro now.
No, it was a house.
Oh, okay.
It was a house show, which is another reason why Hogan didn't do it, or why Hogan did it is because
I'm surprised Hogan was at a house show.
I don't know how it got worked out. I think Hulk had always liked Jack.
Yeah.
And like he kind of felt bad that he never worked with him in the WWF when Jack was the Mountie.
Yeah.
So I think it just kind of came about to where like Hulk was in it. He might have even been in the area filming a movie.
That's crazy.
And Bischoff's just like, hey, we need a big time main event. Do you mind coming and doing this? And Hulk was just like, okay.
I'm gonna give this match a 3.5 because I thought it was a solid main event. I'm better than any guy. I think it's like their best work from both of them, probably. So.
Yeah. So I'll say 3.5 too. I'll be kind. Again, not a fan of Jacques Rougeau, but I do think the match was very well worked.
I'll give it a 3.8.
Clinton?
I want to give it a 3.
All right. What will we give this whole show, gentlemen? I'm going to get out of 10. I'm going to say it's an 8 out of 10 house show. I think there's a lot of fun stuff on here.
If I were in the crowd, I would have probably enjoyed this show, and I would probably say a 9.
All right.
I'll go next. Solid show, but the commentary is just. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
I'll pick some house show for next week.
I wanted to have to agree with Eric. I wanted to give it a 6 as well.
Pick one of the old 80s Omni shows that are on WCW.
No, now that we're done, that was the heart attack tour, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into our Royal Rumble pool, not a football pool, a Royal Rumble pool, which Eric has came up with. We're all going to pick a number for each Rumble. And the winner is going to be either your number wins or the closest to your number. So if Eric has number 24 and Doug has 30 and it's 26, Eric gets it.
All right. Do you want me to go get my phone so I can write this stuff down?
Sure.
Okay.
Should have pieces of paper with you already.
This is an updated age, Clint. We use phones now.
Well, you know what?
You guys are hilarious.
Now there's 2 winners. We get 2. Each person gets 2 weeks in February, right?
Yes. So for each winner, the men's, whoever wins the men's gets the first 2 weeks of February. So next week's show and the week after that. And then the last 2 weeks goes to the women.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Plymouth, 1 through 30, men's Rumble.
Well, I'm going number 30. And women's, I want to take 13.
All right. So all right. 30. And then I got women's.
We picked the best technological guy to do this. I'll order Chick-fil-A while you're doing that.
Yeah, would you? Oh, you said 13, right, Clint?
Yeah, 13 for women's.
All right.
All right, Eric, it was your idea. Go next.
Number 22 for men's,
That's a good
and
one.
number 30 and 30 for women.
Okay.
All right.
That's
I'm
covering his pick.
Those are good picks. I'm going to go for the men, number 17.
All right.
And for the women, I'm going to go 25.
All right. So my stupid ass is going to go next. For the men's, I'm going to go 12. For the women's, I'm going to go 20. I'm going to go 27.
All right. So there's our numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Doug, you want to tell everybody what we're doing on the cartoon show?
Absolutely. Tomorrow night on the cartoon show, Wildcard Dave will be back, so he'll be judging. Eric will be happy because that's the preferred ass he likes to kiss. So cleans right in between the cheeks. But tomorrow we're gonna have Mike, Lou, and Og taking on Lucas the Spider. Code East is gonna take on Sword Art Online. Samurai Jack takes on the Mummy animated series.
That's gonna be a good. One.
And the main event is going to be the Thundercats taking on Biker Mice from Mars.
That's a great one.
So that's a kind of a big show because especially tomorrow in the anime battle with Code Geass and Sword Art Online, if Code Geass wins, if Code Geass sweeps, they kind of move into that upper echelon. And if Sword Art Online gets swept, they move into the bottom tier.
Wow.
which will drive Dave nuts. So that's probably why Eric won't do it.
I would have never thought that one would be in the bottom.
Yeah, I mean that sometimes it happens that way, but yeah.
Yep.
So it's gonna, and if Samurai Jack gets swept tomorrow night, he's gonna be in the bottom tier.
Oh boy.
But yeah, so that's what's going to be on Animated Hour Power tomorrow night.
All right. We'll see everybody next week. Love you guys.
All right.
Later.
Later.
All right. Bye.
Don't forget to do the shorts, Eric.
Yes, sir.